Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky or a bird or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Credit cards and the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacy, family, ways it look like a family. Going out like a Montana.
How you doing out there? How you doing? Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today. I also got a new website, FrankieRusso.media. And guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo. Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show. Panda. That's what I'm talking about. Breaking news. Don't do it, Bill Clinton. Don't do it. Apparently, Bill's going to United States Virgin Islands to campaign for wifey. But my trusted correspondents from the Frankie Russo show found something out. Apparently down there, not too far away, is Orgy Island. Bill's been there about 27 times, you know? He's there to make certain that the voting machines make sure they work, you know? Another one. When the Cruisers when they were in Indiana, you know, when he got spanked by DT, like freaking every congressional district, every county, someone asked Heidi about Teddy Boy, a.k.a. the Zodiac Killer. Go figure. The jury is still out. Oh, here's a good one, and we hope it's true. The next president of the United States, Donald Trump, is looking to appoint the mayor, Rudy Giuliani. Yeah. He wants him to head up his commission on the radical Islam problem in America. That's what I'm talking about. Donald Trump taking the mayor from New York, the distinguished mayor, one of the greatest mayors in our history, and he's going to put him on one of our biggest problems, the radical Islam problem. That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. Don't forget FrankieRusso.media, my new blog site. It's my new blog site. You got to go there. I'm about to put an interesting blog on. I've been tweaking it. The name of the blog is the cornerstone of the Obama-Clinton crime family. You better believe it. I believe it's true. A Manhattan building on Fifth Avenue? Stay tuned. I believe it's so. I believe it's true. And it's statistically significant. You better believe it. 800-848-9222. DT updates. Vote for America's CEO, Donald J. Trump. States in play. Tuesday, May 24th, Washington, RSBN.TV, Right Side Broadcasting Network, Trump rallies, all Trump, live rallies, everything Trump, CRSBN website, social media, Twitter and Facebook. Send me a shout out live. I'll shout it out live. That's Frankie Russo 1 on Twitter, FrankieRusso.com Facebook.com/ Frankie Russo 443. I know I get it right. Live internet stream, Facebook / Frankie Russo Show, Frankie Russo TV YouTube channel. Tell your friends. I got tons of stuff over there. Right now we got one going, a live stream. It's a beautiful thing. And a new Frankie Russo initiative. Help America's team help the men and women of the United States Armed Forces fight post-traumatic stress disorder. You got to go to the America's team icon and click on it, and let's start the funding. It's slow right now, but we ain't stopping. And the Frankie Russo Prep Show, number 117, my computer crashed. We were over here going crazy for like 45 minutes while we're doing the show, the prep show. It was off the hook. You know, we got Panda. Let's get Panda. If we can get Panda back, a little Panda on a little light, it'd be really cool. Now, before we kick to it, a DT commercial, all right? According to CNN, breaking news, first missing Chibok girl found after 2 years as Boko Haram prisoner. Wow, well, Frankie Russo, that's all the way out in Africa, right? Yeah, but guess what? Our former distinguished Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, had something to do with this. Well, what do you mean? Well, you know, I'm not saying she helped them kidnap the girls. Absolutely not, you know. But the truth be told, Hillary Clinton, she, according to the Washington and Free Beacon, Hillary Clinton refused to designate Boko Haram as a terrorist entity, claiming that she didn't want to give the group validation. And she wants to be president of the United States? Really? Really? It's crazy stuff. You know, Boko Haram is the Islamic terrorist group that Secretary of State John Kerry, that other globalist, called one of the most evil in the world. Believe it? It's crazy. Wasn't always treated as a significant threat by the Obama administration. Visa, the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. She's supposed to be so out there on women's rights and all these different things. She can't even get the Boko Haram designated as a terrorist entity. Many officials have said that the decision not to put Boko Haram on the terrorist organization list limited what the United States could do to stop their atrocities. See? And she's claiming that Hillary Clinton's claiming that she has the responsibility to be president of the United States. Really? As she's in her basement. 800-848-9222. Okay, we're going to kick. How we doing with a Donald Trump commercial? We got it? Okay, we're going to kick to a Trump commercial. Let's get some music going. When we come back, I don't care what it is. Big Rings, Panda, what's the other ones? I don't care. Get me some whips. Let's do the Trump commercial.
I'm Donald Trump, and I'm running for president. And I just wanted to talk to the people of Wisconsin because there's so much misinformation that's being put out there about it. Let's talk taxes. If I'm president, your taxes are going to go way down. And if you have a small business, big tax break. Every other candidate wants to cut Medicare and Social Security. Not me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to bring jobs back from Mexico, from China, from Japan. Obamacare is a total disaster. I'm going to repeal it and replace it with something so much better. At the same time, we're going to make our military bigger, better, and stronger than it's ever been. Nobody is ever going to mess with us again. And we're going to get rid of ISIS fast. And we're going to take care of our vets. I'll never let you down. Please go vote on Tuesday. We're going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President, Inc.
That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Randall in Kentucky, man. Randall from Kentucky.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, my brother? How are you?
I'm fairly well, man. I've just not been off work long, enjoying a couple of shots of Johnny Walker's Red and
That's what I'm talking about. So what's going on in Kentucky, man?
Just the same old thing, man. I called in. Cause you've been retweeting a song that I wrote for Donald Trump.
Oh, you're Randall Russo.
That's me, man. And I just wanted to tell you in person, I'm very, very grateful. I thank you for that a whole lot.
Absolutely, my brother. You know, maybe next week, maybe I can get a few seconds of that thing on my show. I thought it was really cool what you did. It's pretty much it's like an acoustical guitar setup, right? Pretty much.
Oh, it was me and my Les Paul, just buddy, filming it with his iPhone.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about. What part of Kentucky you calling me from, Randall?
I'm from Casey County, here in South Central Kentucky, about 30 miles or so north of Lake Cumberland.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow, that's amazing. So let me ask you, Donald Trump, we're gonna make sure Kentucky stays Trump, right?
Well, I'm going to guarantee you, Kentucky's going to stay Trump. People have no idea the amount of jobs that Kentucky bled out under George Bush and under Obama, and they just never came back, And, yeah, Kentucky's going to stay Trump country. I can guarantee you that.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, listen, thank you so much for the call. Maybe next week I got to look over my music because I'm really trying to change up the music on the show every week. So maybe, we'll talk online and we'll see what we're going to do. Maybe we'll take a few seconds, 30 seconds of your song, because it is a cool song. I really like it. I'm not lying. I'm not fronting. I'm calling you from New York. I'm talking to you from New York. So, Randall, thank you for the call, man.
Talking right now.
Absolutely. Thank you, my brother. It's about 1:20 in the morning, so I'm a little, as my...
Thank you. I really appreciate you and everybody else who's there's been like 1,000 or so shares of that song, and there's only been like 3 people that said it sucks.
Well, that's great, my brother. God bless you, and we'll talk more next week.
Hey, thank you, man. You have a good one.
You too. God bless. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to Sal in Flushing, Queens. What's popping? Sally?
Hey, Frankie Russo. First, I want to thank you for answering my tweets, and I think you have a great show.
Thank you so much, man. And I want to, you're Sally M, right?
No, I'm Sal Morrow.
Right, I thought so. Sally M. I didn't remember the entire last name. So how you doing, my brother?
I'm okay. How you feel?
Beautiful, beautiful. It's a beautiful night. It's like maybe one of the first days of the summer. We've been having crazy weather.
Yeah, I know, right? It's that cold air coming from the Arctic in Canada that jet stream doesn't want to go up there. We're stuck in the inner loop.
Absolutely. So let me ask you. So you're with DT. You like DT?
I don't know what that is.
Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm going to vote for him. Let me tell you. I'd rather vote, I'm going to have to vote for him. I would rather sit balls naked on an angry rattlesnake before I'd vote for Hillary Clinton. She's a disgrace as far as I'm concerned.
Right? Isn't that crazy with the Boko Haram now? It's come out.
Oh, forget it.
And listen to this one.
Yeah.
The Muslim, you remember the Islamists? They were running around trying to get a mosque near Ground Zero?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, sure.
According to NBC now, they're going to make that a museum devoted to Islam, now planned for the mosque site near Ground Zero.
Ground Zero is hollowed ground. You can't build anything. I don't even want a newsstand over
Is that
there.
crazy, man?
Of course. You know what it is? It's political correctness. That is such a sickness in this country. That's why I'm glad that Trump is considering Mayor Giuliani to be appointed to deal with the terrorist issue. Because you need somebody who knows what's going on, whose brains are clear, they don't suffer from political correctness, which is definitely going to kill us in this nation. That's the damn problem.
Absolutely, Sal. And then, the way Mayor Rudy Giuliani, the way he could streamline, he could thread a needle, this guy.
Oh, flaming hell, yeah.
Right? He's amazing. Hey, my brother, Sal, thank you for the call. Thank you for calling Frankie Russo at 1:20 in the morning.
Yeah.
God bless you, my brother.
Thanks. You too. You take care. Great program as always.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. We're going to go to Bruce in Garden City, New York. What's poppin', Brucey?
Frankie, my man, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man? What's going on?
I called you many times. I'm originally from Brooklyn, the Ridgewood section, in Bushwick. But I want to tell you right now, Hillary is so crooked. They staged that whole raid on Bin Laden. He's not dead. He's in Saudi Arabia.
That's an interesting. I mean, I can't.
I'm I'm going to tell you why.
My brother, wait, my brother. Before we're going to have a conversation. You raised an interesting point. Now, I'm not saying that that's true, but I was, it's interesting because I was looking at like in 2001 because I'm on the internet a lot. It's crazy how much I'm on the internet, and I was looking and like in 2001, Fox News Online claims that Osama bin Laden died on a dialysis machine, and it was the source was a Pakistani newspaper. Now I'm not saying there's like 4, 5, 6 different sources that claim that Osama bin Laden has been passed on well before Obama's claim. So I'm not saying that this is statistically significant. I really don't know, but it's food for fodder, absolutely.
How about this, my friend?
Okay.
You got the most wanted terrorists in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Down the block from the Pakistani army.
Right.
Okay? The helicopter crashes. Nobody shows up.
Right.
His bodyguards are his son and 2 stooges. And then he gets shot in front of his wife. Not one media, international or domestic here, has ever interviewed them to ask them anything.
It's kind of crazy.
Nothing. Come on. With all this inquiring minds, nobody reaches out to get an interview like that. That's a media explosion worldwide, and nobody's done it. So that tells you right there that it is about as fake as Godfather 3. Okay?
Good one.
You got to wake up real early in the morning to fool me, my friend.
Good one, my brother. Hey, my brother, thank you for the call. I'm going to look into it. I'm going
to send you an email, and I tried. F. Russo at 124.
No, it's okay. You got a pen? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
F. Russo, FRUSSO.
Yeah.
14.
Oh, 14.
At AOL.com. Could we do it? Because I want to investigate. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to, because I just got to be I want to be a little more responsible about that information.
I'm going to send you an email that I put together.
Very cool.
Now, I'm no genius.
Okay.
But I'm telling you right now, that whole thing was staged to give Obama credibility to get.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm not saying.
That's what it was.
Let's hold off statistical significance till maybe next week, okay? Because I want to get some data too, and then we'll talk next week and we'll follow up. How's that?
You're the best, man.
You're the best, my brother. Thank you for the call, man. Thank you. Take care. 800-848-9222. We go to Felix in Pennsylvania. The truck driver, Felix. What's poppin', Felix? You there?
Yeah. Hey, bro.
What's up, my bro?
I have to add something to that Osama bin Laden thing.
Oh, let me hear.
Okay, now, I don't remember what show I heard this on, but something allegedly came down through Edward Snowden, and he said that Obama is alive in a terrestrial paradise. He is not in eternal damnation.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
In other words, allegedly, of course, Snowden had put something out that bin Laden is still alive somewhere in some tropical, in some tropical paradise.
Wow. Hey, listen, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's true. That's not true.
I don't know if it's not, but here's an interesting thing.
Okay,
let's hear. Let's put our tinfoil hats on for a minute.
Go ahead, my brother.
When I heard that, right away, my memory was sparked. And remember, there was a helicopter that either crashed or was shot down in Afghanistan with 22 members of SEAL Team 6?
Right, the Navy SEALs, right, exactly.
Yes, okay. And now the official thing says that none of the SEAL Team members that were in the bin Laden raid were on that helicopter. But if you Google it, because I did a quick Google search, there's a couple of families of some of these servicemen that want to sue the government because they say that their sons actually were in the bin Laden raid.
Right. Okay. So I mean, so that's an issue because the Navy SEALs were supposedly the ones that were involved in this Osama bin Laden hit. They were whacked. Right.
Well, SEAL Team 6 was the team that did it.
Right. So
and then the largest number of SEALs to ever die in any engagement were taken out in one shot in a helicopter crash.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I mean,
crazy.
Okay, so let's like I when I was talking to Bruce, let's keep it out there. I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm not saying statistically significant.
I'm just relaying, what I heard on the radio. And if you put your tinfoil hat on, and you start to connect dots, and you got to say to yourself, what is going on? I mean, again, they buried him at sea. I mean, nobody really got to see the body, right?
That's true. We did see Saddam Hussein when he got hung, right?
Yes.
But we never. Yeah, that's one of the. When we do the grid, because I want to do a grid, that's going to go in the box of the like the Navy SEALs, the 6 that got whacked, that supposedly got whacked, that could have confirmed everything was whacked. So that's going to go in that box. And that statement you just made on we didn't see the Osama bin Laden body, that's going to go in the box as well. So let's hold off on this, okay? And let me get a little data, and we'll talk about it more next week.
Okay, but now, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to move now. I want to get another caller because I only got an hour, bro.
But Boko Haram, real quick, if I was president of the United States,
go ahead.
when they took those girls,
right,
I would have sent our special forces to get them back, because now you got a couple of women senators.
That's right. I mean, something, right? Absolutely. I mean, so we got
hashtag bring our girls back, Michelle Obama. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. We're America. It's America. We do great things. We're extraordinary. Like Donald Trump said, let's make America great again. My brother, thank you for the call.
Well, have a good one. Put me on hold.
Absolutely. 800-848-9222. Keep Felix on hold from Pennsylvania. We're going to go to Helen in Bensonhurst. We're getting ready to wind down on the first half of the Frankie Russo show. What's up, girl? You there, Helen?
How are you? I called you last week. You remember?
Yeah. I mean, I remember somewhat.
Yeah, I was talking about Donald Trump. I love what he did, the interview with Megyn Kelly, and he showed the woman that he was a good person and that he was respectful, and he did great with that.
He did great with that, but he did great with that. But I am not down with Megyn Kelly. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, neither am I. But I'm just saying, he just showed the woman that, he was a man about it, and he went and did the interview. He wasn't not nice. He respected her. He didn't
That is true. I mean, that is true, Helen. I do agree with you. I just honestly, people don't realize how extraordinary what Donald Trump actually pulled off. He's a genius. He took on 16 full-time politicians that have been doing it their entire life. Donald Trump just started doing it. And he's beaten every one of them. And what really bothers me, Helen, and the truth be told, they don't give him the Fox News, and I watch Fox News. I think Bill O'Reilly is an amazing media mogul. I don't agree with everything that he says, but he's an amazing guy. Sean Hannity's an amazing guy. This Megyn Kelly, I believe if it wasn't for Bill O'Reilly, she never would have got her spot.
You got that
right, and I'm not a hater. I got no problem. I love Judge.
No, neither am I. Neither am I. I give everybody a chance.
Right,
I give everybody a chance.
I love Judge Jeanine Pirro. I think Judge Jeanine Pirro will wipe the floor with Megyn Kelly. Honestly.
Yes, I think so.
She is an amazing woman.
Right.
And just one more thing before we go, Helen. What happened to that Greek chick, Andrea Tanteros?
I don't know.
She was on Outnumbered. She was on Outnumbered.
I haven't heard anything.
Right? She was on Outnumbered.
I haven't heard anything. Mm-hmm.
She was a big Trump girl.
Uh-huh. I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead, Helen, before we go.
I like what he did, what he said about the airplane, and he knew that it was a terrorist, and he was 100% right. And we all knew that there's bad people out there, and I love that he wants to fix up our military and boost up the economy and everything. I'm just a big Trump fan. So is my husband, my mother-in-law, and everybody in my family. And we think that you're a great guy.
Oh, thank you.
I wake up to listen to you, and I got to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I set my alarm just to hear your show. That's how much I love you.
Wow, you're the greatest. Helen, thank you so much. God bless you. You made my night.
Bless you,
and I'm not even done with I'm not even done. I got a half hour left. I want to leave.
I know. I want to hear the rest of your show. So you have a good evening, and I'm going to be calling next week to talk to you about the newest news.
God bless you. Thank you, Helen.
A suspect is in critical condition after being shot by a Secret Service agent outside the White House.
We're kicking to okay. Have no fear. Frankie Russo is here. We're going to kick to a Donald Trump commercial, and we're coming right back for the second half of the Frankie Russo show.
I'm Donald Trump, and I'm running for president. And I just wanted to talk to the people of Wisconsin because there's so much misinformation that's being put out there about me. Let's talk taxes. If I'm president, your taxes are going to go way down. And if you have a small business, big tax break. Every other candidate wants to cut Medicare and Social Security. Not me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to bring jobs back from Mexico, from China, from Japan. Obamacare is a total disaster. I'm going to repeal it and replace it with something so much better. At the same time, we're going to make our military bigger, better, and stronger than it's ever been. Nobody is ever going to mess with us again. And we're going to get rid of ISIS fast. And we're going to take care of our vets. I'll never let you down. Please go vote on Tuesday. We're going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President, Inc.
That's right. Donald Trump, the next president of the United States, 800-848-9222. This is the second half of the Frankie Russo Show. I'm going to continue with the breaking news on the apartments Islamic Museum to be built on the site of failed Ground Zero Mosque. The developer of the failed Ground Zero Mosque has nailed down Sharia-compliant financing. Really? What's that all about? For a new luxury condominium tower and Islamic Cultural Museum on the same site. It's a $174 billion project, features a 3-story Islamic Cultural Museum at 51 Park Place and a 48 high-end residential condos and a 43-story tower at 45 Park Place in the financial district. The Sharia-compliant financing means the deal, listen to this, this is crazy. The deal complies with complex Islamic laws that govern lending and borrowing, including a prohibition against accepting interest or fees for loans. This is crazy stuff. They're already bringing in Sharia-compliant financing, and quite frankly, this is nothing new. When they had that AIG bailout, that big AIG bailout for millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, well, apparently $143 million of the hundreds of millions of dollars that they got in the bailout, the AIG, went to Sharia-compliant financing. This is crazy stuff. And according to Harvard University, they had this big conference, and this Sharia-compliant financing, I'll get it right, Iran, the Islamic Republic of Iran, is big behind this stuff because it's big bucks. Look at it. $174 million, United States dollars, going to Sharia-compliant financing. What? 800-848-9222. We want some more ladies. Where are the ladies? You got to come and talk to Frankie Russo tonight. Let's go to Tommy in New Jersey. What's poppin', Tommy?
This is going to sound crazy, Frank.
Go ahead.
But if you think about what these guys have in their common core together,
right?
Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are actually more alike than they are different.
Okay.
Your silence is deafening.
I'm just listening.
But hear me out.
I am, of course.
If you take the edges off each guy, meaning Trump a little insensitive to our immigrant population, Bernie insensitive and taking of the higher income groups. But imagine if Trump brings the businesses back, Bernie taxes them fairly, we take care of the lower class, and we leave the middle class alone, and we leave the middle class room to grow. Right now, Hillary is the biggest enemy that any of us have. This country will go nowhere. We'll go nowhere with a continued establishment person. We got Cruz out of the way. In the same way we can get Hillary out of the way. And what do we replace him with? Trump. What a great idea.
Absolutely.
But I also think the country needs a lot of help. We are not here alone. There are poor people among us.
Absolutely.
There are bad neighborhoods among us. And the people that have good we shouldn't have to go through bad neighborhoods when someone else has $1 zillion. You know what I mean? We're all together in this.
Absolutely.
I think listen, Bernie's he's an extremist. But if you look at
so you're saying Bernie VP? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. And I think both of those guys together would be the strongest thing that the anti-establishment people need. And the anti-establishment people are us.
Two old white boys. You think that'll work?
And one guy that actually cares about people, and the other guy that talks tough. And the two of them together, if they take the edges off each other, the compromise would be unbelievable. Think about what that would mean to us people who live under the establishment.
So I mean, that's an interesting proposition you just. So let's break it down. So we got the identity politics category. So that's all. I'm going to give that, like, out of 25 points, I'll give that like a 50%. We got the electoral map. He comes from Vermont.
Electoral map. He has the anti-Hillary vote.
Right. So I see what you're saying. So you're saying the experience aspect with his campaign and he has garnered a tremendous audience. You're 100% right.
Frank,
yeah.
If Trump and Bernie actually got together, they would have 75% of everyone's opinion. They would have it because half of the Democrats don't want Hillary. So take those people and have them and have Trump and Bernie compromise on some sort of, marginal European plan that says we're not going to listen to big business, we're not going to listen to the big banks, we're not going to listen to big pharmaceutical, big tobacco, big alcohol, and all that stuff, and restart the process.
Okay, Tom. Hey, Tom, interesting proposition. Let me marinate it over for the weekend and next week, and we'll talk about it again next week. Thank you for the call, my brother.
Hey, hashtag Bernie Trump. I love it.
Oh, you got that? Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Thank you so much for the call, man. Interesting. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Chris in Bensonhurst. What's popping, Chris?
Hey, what's up, Frankie? Listen, I actually got a little bit of a different opinion on what I thought that was Felix that was just on.
About the...
I'm wondering if Hillary is going to take Bernie for VP.
Oh, you're talking about the gentleman that was just on, Tom?
More realistic. I mean, let's be fair. I mean,
no, I mean, but we could talk. I mean, this is
the economy. I mean, come on.
But let's be okay. We could converse on things. No, I mean,
yeah. But,
me personally, I'd be shocked.
Illogical. Why would Bernie Trump?
But I'm not saying you're wrong, but also too. Yeah. It's worth. I mean, it's something to talk about.
His points weren't valid. It's just it seems like too much out of the realm of realism.
Well, me personally, I mean, I think, in all likelihood, in all probability, it's going to be Kasich, John Kasich.
Right, that's what I was thinking too.
That's what I mean. But it is interesting the proposition that he proposed. It is interesting. Right. Me personally, I like Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, but that's me. I mean, I think he'd be a tremendous running mate for Donald Trump. I mean, he brings in the military with this Homeland Intelligence. He's an expert on counterintelligence. He's a leading expert, and he was a former head of the CENTCOM in the Pentagon. So this guy,
Trump could get all these guys in there. Who says Trump can't even hire Bernie to work for him?
Yeah, but like you said, we have to factor in because. But
for VP, it's like, come on,
Well, okay.
I don't think it's going to happen.
There are four categories. When I do the analysis, in the fourth category I have is the Trump factor. I don't know. Right. I don't know how much Trump gets along with this guy. You got the political factor. My brother, thank you for the call, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Take care, Frankie.
You got it. 800-848-9222. Thank you, Chris from Bensonhurst. We're gonna go to Lady DC in the Bronx. Before we got 5 more minutes on the third quarter of the Frankie Russo show. What's up, girl?
Frankie.
How are you?
How you doing, Frankie?
Good. How are you? What do you think about this Oklahoma legislation passes a bill criminalizing abortion? What do you think about that?
No, they need to leave it alone. They need to leave abortion alone.
Yeah, but
find the way it was.
Okay, but the Oklahoma State Legislature passed a bill that would criminalize performing abortions. Now, listen to this. The legislature would also prevent physicians who perform abortions from receiving and renewing their licenses. And the bill provides an exception.
Listen, you know what it is? You know what it boils down to? They want to take the people back to the day when women were behind closed doors with coat hangers. And if they kill themselves, so what? Because it's, let ourselves destroy our own selves. You really have to look at the big picture.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm pro-life, but I do know Roe v. Wade is the prevailing law of the land, and I can't tell a woman what to do with her body.
Exactly.
Right? But
that should be a personal choice.
Right. But I don't believe taxpayers' dollars should be going toward abortions. We should, MoveOn.org, all these lefties should be funding.
Private.
right? I mean,
private. I agree with you.
We shouldn't have taxpayers' money going to these abortions. Abortions shouldn't be abortions on demand. It shouldn't be a form of contraception.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, Frankie. But check this out. I called to tell you about Trump.
Okay, let me hear.
I'm for Trump. Trump.
That's what I'm talking about, girl.
Regular businessman with a dream, and look at where he's at now, running for president.
Right?
He's not perfect. No one is perfect. And they're talking about a new money. We, the people, should create our own new money so they're out in the cold and circulate it among ourselves. We really don't need the GOV for nothing.
It's unfortunate, right? We always figured the Democratic establishment, the mainstream press are against us. And Donald Trump exposed the GOP establishment. That they are foregoing the will of the people. They're going to try to do a third party or maybe negotiate.
They're going to try, but it's not going to happen. Come on, Frankie. We're on the verge.
That's it. I believe you. I'm with you, girl. We're talking about it. We're talking absolutely.
And you know what, Frankie? I want to remind the people that the power of goodness is always a winner.
Lady DC, thank you so much. I'm going to end on that's a beautiful statement. Thank you so much for the call, Lady DC. Thank you. Great call. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Joey in Toms River. We're winding down the third quarter, the Frankie Russo show. What's up, Joey in Toms River?
Oh, Frankie.
What's up, my brother?
Just use your imagination.
Oh, I love that. Go ahead, bro.
When Donald meets Hillary, and Hillary comes on that stage for a debate, just put in your mind the fighters that used to go into the ring with, what's his name? God, I can't think of his name.
Muhammad Ali?
No.
George Foreman?
He was Muhammad Ali. The other animal that was knocking everybody out in the first
George Foreman.
Yeah, well, anyway, just imagine how
two great American heavyweight champs.
Hillary Clinton is going to react to Donald Trump.
What do you think she's going to do? Mike Tyson. You're talking about Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
I can't believe it. My producer had to tell me that. I know Mike Tyson. He's great.
But I really think that she is going to go into panic mode. She's right now she's in panic mode because she had to face him.
It's true. And the way DT Donald Trump is hitting her. No other politician.
It didn't even start.
That's true. That's a good point.
It really didn't even start.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a great bout.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yes, it is. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Donald is going to do to this woman. And I can't wait for the night when she concedes. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, my God, man. You and me both, my brother.
That's what I want to see her to concede to that Donald Trump is the next president.
Joey, that's a great point. Let's leave it at that. We'll talk next week. Thank you for the call.
You're welcome.
800-848-9222. Let's kick to Bill in Manhattan. Oh, this is the Scalia guy? Okay, let's go to Bill in Manhattan, and then we're going to go to a Donald Trump commercial. What's up, Bill?
Frankie, how are you? I got some updates
let me
on
hear.
the Scalia incident.
Let's hear.
A lot of people don't know because we have people out there doing research right now.
Nice.
This guy Poindexter walked into his room, which I don't care who you are, unless if there's a problem like loud music, whatever, you call law enforcement.
Right.
Okay? He admits he broached the door, went in, and found Scalia dead. Now, how does he determine a layperson that Scalia was dead in bed?
You want to hold that? You want to hold that? Let me go to a Donald Trump commercial. We'll come back and I'll take you on. Okay.
Hang on.
Okay. Frankie Russo, Donald Trump commercial, 800-848-9222. We're going to go
I'm Donald Trump, and I'm running for president. And I just wanted to talk to the people of Wisconsin because there's so much misinformation that's being put out there about me. Let's talk taxes. If I'm president, your taxes are going to go way down. And if you have a small business, big tax break. Every other candidate wants to cut Medicare and Social Security. Not me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to bring jobs back from Mexico, from China, from Japan. Obamacare is a total disaster. I'm going to repeal it and replace it with something so much better. At the same time, we're going to make our military bigger, better, and stronger than it's ever been. Nobody is ever going to mess with us again. And we're going to get rid of ISIS fast. And we're going to take care of our vets. I'll never let you down. Please go vote on Tuesday. We're going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President, Inc.
Frankie Russo, last quarter of the Frankie Russo show. 800-848-9222. Before we kick to the Scalia dude, I just want to say, report Bill Clinton's breaking news, Washington Free Beacon, Natalie Johnson, Bill Clinton's frequent flyer on pedophiles plane. Now, this is just to connect the earlier discussion we had about U.S. Virgin Islands and Orgy Island. Apparently, Bill Clinton went there 26 times, not 11, the latest reports. In addition, this airplane went around the world with Epstein and fellow passengers identified on manifest by their initials or first names. Tatiana, the tricked out jet earned its nickname because it was reportedly outfitted with a bed where passengers had group sex with young girls. Go get him, Bill pedophile, as he hangs out in Hillary Clinton's basement with Hillary strapping it on. Let's go to Scalia's. Let's go to this cat, Scalia. You there? 800-848-9222. We go to Cookie in Queens. What's poppin', Cookie?
Frankie, I'm trying to sleep, and I hear this guy come on about stupid Bernie Sanders. He's not your uncle. You don't love him. He's a damn Soviet jerk. Okay? He's not going to get along with Donald Trump. I believe that Trump at least has some sense of the Constitution, okay?
I'm not suggesting it by no means.
What?
I'm not suggesting it. So don't
I know you weren't, but this guy, you were letting him talk.
Why not? I mean, I let him talk a little bit. I mean, people are entitled to. I mean, there is a thought process, no?
Yes.
So I just let him.
It's a stupid, ridiculous idea, and I didn't hear you just shocked by it. I mean, the guy.
No, because you know why? Because you know why? I'll tell you why. When you got someone like Donald Trump, the way he's come to the top out of nowhere, he has to factor everything into his equation because
the only thing that is similar.
I'm not saying he's going to do this. I'm not even
the press and to get down to the corruption. And Bernie Sanders has been in the Senate.
You're right. I'm not saying
a Russian flag, a commie flag in his office, and his first job was when he was 40 years old. He's a jackass. He went to and his stupid wife, president of the college, made the college go bankrupt.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
His honeymoon was in Russia.
I'm not disagreeing with you. You're 100% right.
He's a joker. Okay, Hillary's going to get indicted, and it's going to happen.
You think she's getting indicted?
Democrat. She's going to.
I don't think she's getting indicted.
It's going to be near the time of the Democrat convention.
I think what's going to happen.
Joe Biden in with Elizabeth Warren.
I mean, that's.
She's not going to make it.
I mean, that's plausible. I'm not saying that's not plausible. See, this is like, we're having a discussion. You raise an interesting point, right? But I just believe.
But you're reacting. I didn't hear you react so much, and I was like, Frankie, no, don't fall over the edge. Don't fall for it.
Fall for what?
Fall for his crap about Bernie.
I'm not falling for nothing. It was just a discussion. I like Lieutenant General Michael Flynn myself. I'm not for John Kasich. But he's a possibility.
He's a sicko. He's bipolar. Don't you ever notice that twitch he's got? But he's Ohio.
Right,
and
exactly.
Why Trump would
exactly.
Sell out
but what's really interesting is
sell out.
Bernie Sanders now, right? Bernie Sanders' policies are ridiculous, right? We have 100
free. Everything's free.
It's not. It's ridiculous. So, but I just was interested. I was just interested in his analysis. That's all. I mean, I'm not down with it. Thank you for the call, Cookie.
All right, sweetie. Take care.
My girl Cookie was like, Frankie Russo, what are you doing, Frankie Russo? Come on, honey. This is Frankie Russo, baby. I got this. 800-848-9220 to go to Frank in Westchester. We're winding down. We got under 10.
Frankie Russo. How are you, guy?
Good, my brother. You're the guy that's got your son or grandson at Google?
Yeah.
Google?
Yeah, he landed in San Francisco today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing, man. So what's up?
It is great. And if we can get the transcripts to right to information of all Hillary's speeches outside this country, we can let her sandbag herself with her words.
Well, you want to know something? Quite frankly, I mean, you're right, and I just think, honestly, I think that the truth be told, we're looking at a Trump tsunami. I believe
I think so too, Frank.
comes June 7th.
It is the greatest thing that ever happened to this country. DT all the way.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I heard?
Strap on that broom, Hillary.
Hey, listen. Before we move, I want to throw this out there. It's come out. Remember we talked about Ben Rhodes and how they talked about how they were manipulating the press and all this different stuff.
Yes.
It's come out. Breitbart News is reporting, and I've talked about this a couple of months ago. A defecting Iranian journalist, U.S. At nuclear talks to speak on Iran's behalf. Apparently, an Iranian journalist defected from his country while covering its ongoing nuclear talks has revealed startling information regarding America's position at the negotiating table. Now, this is Amir Hussain, who reportedly was employed at Iran's state-run Iran Student Correspondents Association, told a London-based Iranian opposition channel that the U.S. was shilling for Iran in the ongoing negotiation of the regime's nuclear weapons program. The U.S. negotiating team are mainly there to speak on Iran's behalf with other members of the 5+1 countries and to try to convince them of the deal. So whose side are these people on? I mean, now we got Ben Rhodes claiming that they lied to the Obama administration has been lying all along, and now we even got an Iranian defector who's confirming this. What do you think about all this?
Well, it's exactly what we're against.
Right.
And the Rudy Giuliani thing is the magic ticket.
Absolutely.
Trump and Giuliani, number one.
Amazing. Hey, Frank.
The magic ticket.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you for the call, Frank. I'm winding down. I'm under 10. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. I'm going to go to Joe in Queens. What's popping, Joe?
Hey, Frank. How you doing?
What's up, my brother?
Yeah, I have an Irish young lady friend that really likes you, so watch out for those Irish girls there, man.
What's wrong with that?
Oh,
I like it. I could go Irish.
Yeah, you can go Irish. Yeah,
why not?
That. Yeah, it's
I like chocolate. I like vanilla. It doesn't matter to Frankie Russo.
Right. You don't have to be that picky.
A beautiful woman is a beautiful woman,
Exactly. That's the best attitude. Then,
right?
You have the net cast more widely,
Exactly. So what's popping, kid?
Yeah, this is gonna be great entertainment. Hillary versus Donald Trump. I mean, they'll end up making a movie about it, or a couple of them. I mean, it is like the heavyweights all over again.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I'm a little jealous of Hillary with her smoking hot girlfriends. I mean,
Right? Is that crazy? Oh, you're going to start Frankie Russo up? I wanted to bring in Frankie Visions this week, but what happened? I got all this other stuff. There's so much information. Last week I was in Hillary Clinton's basement with Huma Abedin, and Hillary Clinton was strapping it on. But hey, what do I know?
She's so attractive, over. I mean,
Huma Abedin's 5'9". You know that?
Yeah, is she that tall?
Yeah, 5'9". And you know something? She's claimed that when her and Hillary locked, when their eyes locked, said she said Hillary's beautiful and she's so little.
Oh, okay.
So there is like an attraction there. And apparently Carlos Danger is all over the place again.
Right.
What's my understanding? That Hillary Clinton, that Huma Abedin, like Bill was really trying hard to get to Huma Abedin. But, Hillary slapped that away. She said, Bill, right now, she strapped it on. She said, right?
This is my lady.
This is my Muzzy, she said. This is my little Muzzy.
Yeah, but I mean, she was like a companion too. I mean, it wasn't.
It's true. It's true. I mean,
like they were, inseparable at the time.
Yeah, they still are, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, man. God bless you.
See you.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. I'm going to go to Tony. My girl, Tony. What's up, girl?
Frankie, I'm so happy to talk to you again, Frankie. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing great. How about you, babe?
Oh, well, I talked to you last week, and I said I had this problem because there's these guys in the Republican Party like I am, but they didn't want to vote for Trump, and I didn't know what to do, how to convince them. And so you said call back next week. So here I am. I have a little bit of an update for you.
Okay, great. I like this. This is beautiful.
So, I said, like I told you, I'm in the Republican Party, so, we go to events, we meet people and stuff, and I like making new friends. So there was this guy started talking to me, and, I was like, all right, let me just ask him, so, what are you going to do about Trump? And he's like, oh, he's not a conservative. And I was like, so you would prefer a criminal?
So what you know what you ask him? You know what you ask him? He's probably a cruise crew guy, right? Probably cruise crew?
Yeah. So
that's what I want you to ask him.
Oh.
You want to really pin his ears back? You know what you say to him? Ask him, were you for the Obama candidacy?
Oh.
You know what he's going to tell you? He's going to tell you he wasn't. So then the next question you ask him is, if you weren't for the Obama presidential candidacy, then how could you be for Ted Cruz, whose narrative, quite frankly, is very similar to the Obama narrative?
Oh, it's so true, Frankie. You're right on. I love it so much.
Because this is like we have all these foreign nationals coming here. We have open borders. We have all these foreign nationals dropping babies. The babies get old and they want to. It's like the blind sheik who came here. He married an American Muslim convert. He has 2 wives and 10 kids. If one of these, if he made that American Muslim convert that imprinted him from being deported, the blind sheik, if that baby who could be like 20 years old, maybe that baby, a man or a woman, could run for president. This is crazy stuff. That's why Donald Trump.
Okay, Frankie, I was going to tell you how I actually convinced this guy. I mean, I really had to
What'd you do?
Well, I had to give him a kiss. But,
That's all? That's it?
Well, there was some, nice talk before that. But then he was like, oh, yeah.
So you're a lady. You're a lady. I like that.
And I was
You're
like,
not easy.
Oh, now
you're not easy?
You're voting for Trump? I can see you've been thinking about it long and hard. But, one more thing, Frankie, because you just brought up a really important point. My grandparents came from, Italy.
Nice.
And they had to have a sponsor. They had to go through, one of them went through Ellis Island.
Right.
And they were so proud to become American citizens.
Right.
And that's, it's so different now. What happened?
Absolutely.
Tony, it makes me sad. But I just want to find more cute guys in the Republican Party who want to vote for Trump because I want to meet you.
Oh, you want to meet me? Who knows? Maybe we'll meet one day.
You and all the cute guys who want to vote for Trump.
Sounds good, Tony. Hey, Tony, it was great talking to you. It's very, very nice. My heart is like my heart is pounding. My board op is looking for my pounding heart right now.
Oh, you're the best, Frankie. Every Friday night.
You're the best. Thank you, Tony. God bless you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. Go to Gary in Westbrook, Connecticut. What's poppin', Gary? That was a nice call, Tony. It made my night. I don't know which call I like better, the one at 1:30 with Helen or the one at, okay, Gary, what's going on?
I was real quick, I was a pilot in the Vietnam era, and we had a commanding officer who was lost what they call a burn sheet when you destroy confidential material.
Wow.
He had to keep this on record. He lost the burn sheet. They almost court-martialed him and threw him out of the Navy. And all we had is
So who are we talking about?
Material.
Who are we talking about?
Hillary, she thinks that she can do anything she wants. We send people to jail big time for losing things.
Interesting.
Doing it on purpose.
Interesting. My brother, thank you for, I'm out of here. Thank you for the call. We'll talk next week. Frankie Russo Show. Can't keep up with this. You can't. No way. See you in the future.